The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised. Y'all, it's Friday and we made it. We got a full power pack on today, guys. So please grab your friends, your cousins, your loved ones, everybody lottie-dottie. And we got the fabulous, the beautiful, the melanated proficient queens of You Better Than Me podcast here today. All that and more on Pyro Power Hour. We made it. We made it. It's Friday. Hallelujah. Hey, we made it. We made it. It's Friday. Hallelujah. Yes. What's going on, Pyro Power Hour peoples? Pyromaniacs in the house. I'm your host, Kwame, joined by the handsome, the melanated proficient. The internet is popping today. Kyrie Sinaj.
Yes. What's up, people?
What's going on? What's going on? Who's in the building? Who's in the building? Raymond Torres. Come on now. Yes, praise him, Raymond. Praise him. Y'all go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. I did not get a chance to really share too much. So please go ahead and like, bring in the Kai Squad, bring in the Kai Club, bring in everybody lottie-dottie. Everybody lottie-dottie. Because we got the queens of oh my God, we got the queens of You Better Than Me podcast on today. And I'm so excited for them to be on. But we're going to go ahead and talk about them in just a few. Kyrie, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. It's, this weather bipolar. Yesterday, it was 75 degrees. Now, today, it is storming.
Hey, say James, why is it storming? Oh, you know what? We probably sent that stuff over to you. Yes, Raymond Torres, thank you so much for bringing that up. You had a great show last night.
Oh, thank you, Raymond Torres. Thank you, Kwame. Thank you.
Yes.
And I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all tuning in, rocking. That's just something that's important to me, to find our people.
Yes, we do. If you guys have missed Candid Conversation with Kyrie Sinaj, you guys can go over to pyromedianetwork.com or to our YouTube, or you can go over to Kyrie's YouTube page directly by going to Candid Conversations and checking out last night's show. It was very emotional for me, and I know a lot of the brothers and sisters in the chat, but it was also a very much needed conversation because there's a lot of Black women that have gone missing that nobody's talking about. So I'm very proud of my bro bringing in the conversation. So thank you for doing that, brother.
Of course.
Yes. And today we are going to have our kickback. Yes, that's right. The kickback is coming back, y'all, and we're gonna have it. We're probably gonna do it around what time is Tights After Dark? It's at 5:30. So we'll probably do it. It'll probably be 5:30. Sometimes it runs a little late, so maybe 7. So we'll probably do it around 7:30, 8. We'll see. Stay tuned. Just follow us on Tickety Talks, okay? We'll let you know when we go live. I'll post a little something.
Oh, TikTok. TikTok be tripping.
Child. I think, I don't know. Maybe we might do it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about it. We'll let y'all know. What's up, Shakeen? How you doing, boo-boo?
Hey, Shakeen.
Yes. Good morning, good afternoon for those who are in the different
on the East Coast area.
Yes, whatever time zone you in. Thank you for joining. We appreciate you. All right, y'all.
Much appreciation.
We got a lot to talk about, but before we get into everything, I want to introduce these queens that just finished up and wrapped up their season 2 of their podcast, the You Better Than Me podcast. Let me tell you something about these two queens right here. Okay, first of all, they're gorgeous. Okay, one of them is no longer available. I'm so sorry. Okay, so don't even try it. Don't even ask her. She is happily married. Okay, to a fine brother, if you ask me. Okay, lights get all day. Anyway, but I digress. But the other one is single and she's ready to mingle. But don't come in there with some BS. Okay, you better have a good FICO score. Okay, you better listen to her. I think it was the second to last episode. She gives you a rundown of what she needs, her qualifications. And if you can't meet the qualifications, don't even bother filling out the application.
But you know, there's always gonna be one.
There's always gonna be one. There's always gonna be someone raggedy. Okay, snaggletooth.
There's gonna be one.
Okay, it's a homosexual trying to come up in there. You can't have. She's single. She got her own place, home, and she don't even rent.
They really gonna come now?
Yeah, they really gonna try to be up in there. She got space, but she don't got space for you.
They coming in with a toothbrush, a pair of slides, and a basketball shorts.
Choncletas, as they say. You know what I'm saying? Ciao. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and welcome these queens up in here, okay? Hey, Sean. Hey, internet husband. How you doing, boo?
Brother Kinsey, what's up?
I said what I said, Raymond. That's what I said. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and bring these queens on. We want to welcome, introduce to some, welcome to all, the fabulous, the incomparable ladies of You Better Than Me podcast, Kristin, Vaughn. Yes, she's married recently. Yes. And I'm sorry, not Kristin Vaughn. Vaughn. And Kristin Askew. Bring them on in.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
My bad. I didn't mean to say Kristin Vaughn.
Friend.
I'm so sorry. What's up, ladies? How y'all doing?
Sir. We trying to speak it right on into existence. We doing.
Yes. Fallon.
Look, why me trying to speak some stuff into existence?
Oh, she got a little bit of a delay.
Yes.
That's okay. We'll work with it. Now, what you trying to say? I'm speaking to existence.
Fallon, Kristen's husband.
Oh yeah. Well, Kristin got a list.
You call Kristin a missus. Yes.
No, Kristin list is your list like Chili's list was on her show? The big laundry
I don't remember Chili's list, but if it was long, then yes.
She had this extensive list.
But Chili didn't got her a man, so it's all good.
And he ain't, I don't know, all that he met on that list that I remember is money.
Well, look, that's the main one at this age, at this big age. That's
because she wanted a black man, not. She wanted tall, not.
But see, that's how God has a sense of humor. Cause you're gonna get everything you want. So
right,
it is what it is.
She gonna get a pastor.
Wait, don't y'all be saying God ain't gonna bless you with nobody else's husband? Now, according to the streets, he was somebody's husband. They started kicking it. Oh. So I forgot Pyro Power allegedly. So, but according to the streets,
but here's the thing.
Still married. Huh?
You can say that God didn't bless it, but I think people fail to realize that God has power just like the devil has power too. So it may have been no blessing from God. It might have just been.
Well, they kicking it strong. I saw that, but I think the news cycles are slow. They put this story out about he looked so happy when he picked her up from the airport. Why is this news?
Hey Lamar, thank you for joining. We appreciate you. And
Lamar,
did you see Kiara and on Terrell? It was amazing.
Yes, I did. I did. I love Kiara. Yes.
Raymond Torres says, "Afternoon, ladies. Many congratulations on the podcast. Yes, they are just wrapping up season 2, and they were just approved for season 3, which will be coming out for the spring batch. So we want to shout out the queens here of the You Better Than Me podcast, and you guys." This last season was literally probably my favorite season. I think season 1 was dope, but season 2 was everything. So y'all need to go ahead and check it out. They are now at this point the biggest podcast, the number 1 podcast on Pyro Media Network. So shout out to you ladies for coming the breakout stars of the podcast of our company. Yes. Shout out to y'all. Hey Rochelle, my belle. Thank you for joining.
Hey Rochelle.
All right, y'all. Let's get on into what's going on. We do have some breaking news, so I do need to forewarn you guys. So let's go ahead and get into this breaking news. All right, you guys, we have some breaking news, and the breaking news is, looks like Alex Murdaugh, or Murdaugh, whatever you pronounce his name, or Murdoch, was just sentenced to life. He will be in jail for the rest of his life. He is coming off of a trial that he for allegedly killing or murdering his wife and his son.
Do we have to say allegedly? He just got sentenced.
You know what? Fallon is the attorney, so you let me know if I need to say allegedly or not, because I just want to say it for safety reasons.
He was found guilty.
Listen, well, allegedly, just for safety reasons. Did we lose Fallon? It looks like we lost her.
No, she was found guilty, so
I think she's frozen. Yeah, we lost her.
She's frozen.
Okay. She'll be back in. All right. Well, while she's getting that all together, yes. Now, I typically only just grab one or two pictures or whatever, but this one was really interesting to me. I want you to notice something. Check that out right there. Now, when people of us, our color, when we get arrested or go to court or whatever, and we have to be in handcuffs, it oftentimes we see the handcuffs, right?
Oh, yes.
We see those things. But it's always interesting to me when I see people of Caucasian persuasion that they always, especially Caucasians that are in places of power, they always seem to, try to protect them in some way, shape, or form. And if you notice that his jacket, or a sheriff's jacket, actually, probably the one that is walking him there, probably a Klansman. Anyway, allegedly. But they are covering his handcuffs.
Yeah.
I just find it very interesting that that's the case.
Yeah,
I think that shortly from behind racism is always classism. So it's a class thing, because I think it was someone else that did not have the class that he has or the privilege that he has. They would have been showing him in handcuffs too.
Yeah, but I think when people always say classes, I think classism is like next door to racism, or the bridge to racism.
Yeah. Yeah. They go hand in hand. They like fraternal twins.
Right. Hey, mother. Just dropped to say hello. Hello.
Yes. Thank you for joining. We appreciate you. All right. Will you get Fallon?
I hope so.
Oh, yes. That's so much better. Yes. No delays. Praise God. Okay. Let's see. Lamar said, did you hear all about the representative in Alabama who was that? Oh, yeah. Don't worry. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, they're in the news.
Don't worry about that. We got you, Lamar. We got you. Thank you for letting us know. You hold on there. All right. That's all the stuff for breaking news. I'm not going to spend too much time because I did not really watch the trial. I personally didn't give a damn about this particular trial. I just, am happy to see that he's going to jail. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Wig. All right, moving on. So we want to go ahead and thank one of our sponsors, The Coldest Water. The Coldest Water is offering our Pyromaniacs and all of Pyro Media Network's audience an exclusive deal on 10% on all of their online purchases. So you can go to their website, and if you want, you can use the QR code that's here, or you can go ahead and use the link that I'm getting ready to put into the comments right now. Use that link, and you'll get up to 10% off on all online purchases at The Coldest Water. So definitely check them out. We want to thank you, Coldest Water, for supporting us and supporting the Pyro Media brand. Shout out to y'all. All right, moving on. What's happening today, y'all? Let me tell you what's happening today. Today is the birthday of the United States Navy Reserve. The Naval Reserve birthday is celebrated annually on March 3rd to commemorate the establishment of the United States Navy Reserve. Did you know that the Navy Reserve was established in 1915, making it more than a century younger than the U.S. Navy? Because Naval Reserve birthday is not a federal holiday, people and businesses go about their daily lives on this day. However, the birthday is typically observed at various Navy Reserve units, the Reserve Headquarters, and the Navy Memorial in Washington, D.C. The Navy Reserve program allows citizens to serve in the Navy part-time with full training close to their homes until deployment. Reservists are members of the Navy Reserve. Shout out to the Navy. Hooray! I think that it's hooray for them, or hooyah, or maybe
it was a hoorah.
Yeah, I think maybe it's hoorah. I don't know. It's one of those things. I don't know which one it is for. I know for the Army strong, we are hooah, okay, all day. But I don't know about the Navy. But you know, we want to love our brothers and sisters over at the Navy. So thank you guys for all that you do and your service to this country. All right, birthdays of the day, or birthday of the day rather. We got one birthday of the day that we're gonna recognize. Robert Gossett is an American actor. Gossett, is it Gossett or Gossett? Gossett. We'll go with Gossett. Sorry for mispronouncing your name, sir. Gossett is the first cousin of actor Louis Gossett Jr. and is best known for his role of Commander Russell Taylor on the TNT crime drama The Closer and on its successor series Major Crimes. Gossett landed his first professional job after he graduated from high school in a production of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He went on to act in Broadway production of Lloyd Richard's Fences, Hale Scott's A Raisin in the Sun, and Donald McHale's The Last Minstrel Show. He also performed in the somebody got a helicopter going over? Coming after you, girl?
It's me. You know where I live.
Oh, okay. Cool.
They might be going to the White House. Who knows?
You better hide, honey.
They keep going back and forth. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
I have kids.
I can't talk you about. All right, let's see. He also performed in the Negro Ensemble Company's productions of Manhattan Made Me, Sons and Fathers of Sons, a Soldier's Play, and Colored People's Time. Robert also has extensive television experience with guest starring roles on Crossing Jordan, NYPD Blue, and Black Angel. In film, Gossett has acted in the Jeff Bridges, Tim Robbins film Arlington Road, and the Sandra Bullock movie The Net. So shout out to this king right here. We hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy all that life comes to you. All right.
I never heard of him, but happy birthday.
I had never heard of him either, but happy birthday.
He played in some stuff now. I remember his face, maybe.
Yeah, I remember his face.
He doesn't even look familiar.
Slightly.
And then we had to name drop his cousin, but
yeah, I know his cousin.
Right.
But that's it.
So I saw this viral moment of the week. I want to go ahead and make sure that the Beehive is aware that I am here, ride or die all day for them. But here is something that was viral, that went viral this week. Check it out.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today to commemorate the end of Black History Month and the beginning of Women's History Month by honoring an individual who represents both so well. She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is now and forever the moment. I want to celebrate none other than who I believe is the undisputed queen of pop and R&B, Beyonce Knowles Carter. Now, a few weeks ago, this brown-skinned girl out of H-Town won her 32nd Grammy, giving her the most Grammy wins of all time. But Beyonce is so much more than a performer and a singer. She's a creator and an artist. When the radio said to speed it up, she went slower. And I'll never forget the time I saw Destiny's Child perform for the very first time. It was life-changing for me and the way I experienced music. I became an instant fan then and have been a huge fan ever since. Beyonce is also a role model for millions across the country. She stood up for voting rights, for feminism, for women and girls, for my community, the LGBTQ plus community. For my generation and so many others, she simply is the greatest of all time. Her story is history. Mrs. Carter, congratulations on your achievements and for winning the most Grammys ever in the history of our country. You are irreplaceable. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I yield back my time.
Come on.
But
brown skin out of H-Town.
I said, okay, he ready to fly him out of here.
Moment, okay?
She's a moment. She's a legend.
Okay, come on, brown skin out of H-Town.
She's a brother, she's a track star.
I need y'all to introduce me as the brown skin thing out of H-Town from now on, because that is just
all day.
Life.
All day. Listen, for her to go ahead and y'all can say what you want about Beyonce Knowles Carter, Giselle Carter, okay? Y'all can say what you want. But she was announced. Nobody told him to do that. She was announced on the Congressional House floor. Your favorite could never.
Right.
That's fact.
The same place what they tried to run out of.
Listen, those are facts, Kristin. All right, let's go ahead and move on. We want to go ahead. Who is that? Is that Kyrie's husband? Yes, he's listening to one of our sponsors, the Audible.com. And Audible.com is an Amazon company. You want to go ahead and they are offering, wait a minute, I'm reading this wrong. Pyro Media has partnered up with Audible, an Amazon company, to provide you a 30-day free trial of their Audible Premium Plus subscription. So you can go ahead and use this QR code to get a 30-day free subscription, and you'll get 1 credit if you are not a Prime member, and 2 credits if you are a Prime member. You'll also get access to the catalog of podcasts, audiobooks, guided wellness, and Audible originals. Listen all you want, no credits needed. And you'll get a friendly email to let you know, hey, your Audible subscription is about to end. So that way you don't go ahead and get all that jazz, get overdraft fees. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and make sure you work on your budget accordingly. Praise God. Now, if you are watching this from your mobile device and you can't use the QR code, don't worry. We're going to go ahead and put the link in the description below. All of your support is appreciated. Thank you so much to Audible for sponsoring Pyro Media Network. All right, you guys. Today's Pyro Media Mentionable. Now, I told you guys that we've been doing these Pyro Media Mentionables for all of our clients that are doing stuff outside of shows and things. But, you know, it's your boy's turn. I do have a special surprise that is exclusively going to be announced on Pyro Power Hour on Monday. So please tune in. Please support. I cannot wait to tell you about this project. It is not anything that has to do with Pyro Media Network or Pyro Media Productions or even Pyro Media Enterprises. This is exclusively something that I have been working on, and I am so excited to present it to you guys. It is a new endeavor. It is a new company that I've started, so I'm looking forward to letting you guys know what's going on. So got to keep it on the wraps until Monday.
You gotta text me. Can you text it to me, Kwame? Can you
I will. I will.
Is that the hint?
It's
Was
what?
that the hint?
Sort of. But I don't think you guys are gonna get this
I was
one.
gonna be like, give me a hint.
Is Jackie the surprise guest? Come on, Jackie, where you go, Jackie?
I thought you was about to announce you about to be on the Bad Boys Club season 2.
Okay.
Now, Kyrie, you know daggone well. You know daggone well I don't subscribe to that daggone network. I don't play with Zeus Network, okay? Bye, Zeus. Anywho, all right, you guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break because we got to go ahead and pay these bills. But when we come back, we have a full power pack. That's right, you guys, a full power pack. We didn't talk about the docket. That's not what, Kyrie doesn't like that word. So we call it power pack now. So we got a full power pack today because we got a lot to talk about. A lot has happened this week and a lot has happened since Wednesday. Craziness. Y'all stay tuned. I can't even talk about it. It's just I'm gonna go. Bye. All right, guys. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. It's acting a little crazy today, but thank you guys for bearing with us. All right, so there's a lot going on. All right, so and it's one person, so shout out to my team who is training to go ahead and start learning how to use this damn thing, so it don't have to be all on me. Praise God. Okay, praise God. All right, you guys, we want to thank one of our sponsors. We want to thank our sponsors over at Pyro Media Productions, the #1 production company that helps us stream and makes everything look pretty. We want to thank you guys for doing what you do. I want to thank my team. My team is everything. Love you guys. And we want to thank all of the new additions that have come to Pyro Media Productions. We look forward to you joining our family and keeping and setting brands ablaze as we do. All right. And we want to go ahead and shout out the other sponsor over there, our sister network, Bullet in Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian radio station in the world. And you know what today is, y'all. Today is It's Party Friday. So that's right. While you guys are at work, go ahead over to www.bulletinflightradio.com and you can go ahead and listen and jam to all of the jams that's going on right there. They have a top 10 at 10 o'clock, so hopefully you guys can tune in right after the show. We'll try to keep it quick. We'll see how it goes. All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much, brothers and sisters over there at Bullet in Flight Radio. Shout out to you guys. All right, you guys, let's get into the tea. It's time. Oh, Lord Jesus, help us, Lord. All right, it's time to get into the tea. Okay, so this was my fault. The title is correct, but the picture is wrong, so don't worry about that. But the title of it is actually correct. It's called Fists and Tips. Okay, Fists and Tips. So a DoorDash customer's doorbell camera recorded a delivery driver cursing them out for not pre-tipping on an order. TikToker at @ashes_9 claimed that the DoorDash driver called them 3 times inquiring about a cash tip and stormed off in anger after the TikToker refused to acknowledge whether or not they would be receiving a gratuity. The clip sparked a debate in the comment section, with some folks stating that they would understand the driver's frustration, while others thought the man's behavior was uncalled for. Take a look.
Mm-hmm.
Now you banging on my door.
Like the police.
Right.
He called him 3 times, child.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, it's saying 0 for the tip. Was there a cash tip?
Wow.
Oh, so that's what happened with that. So she responds on her, I think it was her Twitter or her Instagram. Anyway, she says, "I am pro tip. However, after being disappointed with the customer service many times, I always connect with a live agent to add tip afterwards, except for this guy. He didn't know where to go when he parked, so I nicely told him how when he called me, he was huffing and puffing and sighing on the phone. He calls again to ask how to get inside, even though I left clear instructions. I guess he got mad that he had to use an elevator and walk to my door. Then calls again after pounding on my door aggressively and scaring me inside. People like this will never get a tip out of me. #Karen."
Right.
So what are you guys' thoughts?
I would be scared for real. Like, I wouldn't even want to eat the food after he done did all of that. Like, what's your angle, sir?
You that upset over a tip?
Listen, I don't know what.
Y'all know how I feel about delivery services, so I guess I'm gonna leave my opinion out. I don't do it. I don't do delivery services, so.
But I'm big on tipping,
not
but,
for food.
but if you don't deserve a tip, no, I'm not gonna give you a tip.
Now, I don't know. I always give tips. I think that's important, just because I see how they don't have to drive out there. They're using their own car. There's a lot more that they have to do. Sometimes you like, I know I had ordered some groceries right during the little storm that happened over here in California, and I felt bad, so I gave them a really good tip. But I needed groceries. I needed certain things for the day, but. They don't have to do all those things, and they're risking their life sometimes, in these elements. They're risking their life by even picking up, going to a door that they don't even know, it's a stranger's home.
Yeah, but I didn't, I need the groceries. You applied for the job to deliver the groceries, so you're not doing anything extra for me. So I'm going to pay you accordingly.
Now listen, I personally, I don't agree with how
Kyrie. It's part of the job.
It is.
I don't know. I don't know what happened, but personally, I don't feel like this particular DoorDasher handled the situation was appropriate, because I've never had that issue with a DoorDasher or any type of Instacarter. I've never had an issue like that before, and if they did, we would have. There's no need for me to call a customer service. We're gonna have a problem.
But see now, at least he had an elevator. I've seen them on TikTok where they complain about getting a tip. Like this one woman, she had to climb 5 flights of stairs with the bottled water and the groceries.
What?
And she didn't get a tip. No, I thought that was wrong.
That's true.
But you signed up for this.
Yeah. I don't know. What y'all think in the comments? Let us know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think you should be banging on the door like that. And I think demanding.
I tried to
Go ahead, Kristin. Oh, she got a delay.
Kristin.
It froze.
No, I was just saying I had signed up when I was laid out before to I signed up to do like that job, like deliver groceries or whatever. And then I was like, wait a minute, because I might just get that one customer that's ordering 5 cases of water and it'll be my last day.
Are you gonna quit? Are you gonna quit when you get the order?
Up cases of water for myself.
Yes, Rochelle, right there. She says, Rochelle says, a tip is a courtesy. Tip is a courtesy, not a requirement. Act accordingly. I know that's right.
Yeah, that's what I agree with.
All right, you guys. Well, good luck, girl. I hope you don't be doing that on every door, because you can't be banging. You banging on my door like that, we're gonna have a problem.
He didn't see the tip. Ain't that's?
Yeah, I'll give you a tip. All right. So anyway, let's see next up. We got Taraji. Where he at? Where he at? So Taraji, according to Taraji B. Henson was it Carisha?
She's on Mary J. Blige show.
Oh, she has a show? I didn't know she had a show. Oh, well, she was on there, and so they were asking her about her love life, and she was like, I don't have a man, I don't know. And so it was just really funny how all of that happened. Just go ahead and take a look.
Y'all got any kind of boo thing, some kind of?
I honestly don't.
You got like somebody.
I don't.
You got a little lunch friend, somebody.
Where is he? I don't think he's in America. I keep saying that. Because all the men have been ran through.
That's true.
All the
straight up and down.
No, I'm serious.
It's really a shortage.
I said what I said.
Are you dating?
Hell no. You know who I'm dating?
Yourself.
Right.
I really am. No, I be going on dates with myself. Y'all go. I take myself to dinner.
It's powerful. It's powerful.
I take. Anyway, that's too much information. But yeah,
we get you.
I am dating.
So what do you guys think about that? When we see, queens like Taraji or even Mary J. Blige, like these are beautiful, absolutely successful queens. And so it's not like they're regular schmegular. So what are your thoughts when it comes to that? Is the dating pool issues? Is there something that needs to happen or change when it comes to these type of situations? Like, where are the men at?
Listen, for one, Mary J is fine.
So I think this situation is like twofold.
Explain.
It's a twofold situation, because you get to a point where society says that once you get a certain age, then men are not checking for you. It goes right back into, I hate to bring this up, it goes into like, with the Nia Long cheating thing. It's because, he's younger. So in these situations, like something, I don't know, men go after younger women. So that's one other thing. If you are meeting men that could very well be your caliber, that could also be hard because of the celebrity that they have,
Yes. What do you think? What do you think, Fallon?
I mean, 9 times out of 10, they not.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with Kristin's.
No, I honestly think that it probably is hard for them, because for one, it's hard for people that's not in the public eye. So where would they even start looking for a partner? For two, all the celebrities have kind of been ran through. So it's like, what you gonna do? Keep passing comment around or what? It's not too many. there's not too many, just available bachelors, and you gotta. I mean, maybe they could find somebody in production or in working outside the studio or something, but I don't know who else they could do. Like how Solange had the dude that was in production or whatever. Get you somebody that's working on backstage or something, but I have no idea.
That don't work either.
Right. I don't know where they're gonna find the people at. So
do you think that it's harder for men or harder for women to find good men? Is there something that men need to do? Do you think
I don't think women need to be trying to find the men, though. First of all, the men typically got to find the woman for it to work, in my opinion. Because I feel like anytime people out there looking, you ain't never gonna find what you need. Now, for these three in particular, they need to call Lisa Ray and ask her to put them in her Prince and King rotation, because she the one that keep rotating out, marrying prime ministers and kings and all this. Like, she needs to like introduce them to people on her dating pool level, because it doesn't seem like all of these people here know where to go. But you need to find.
Doesn't she have a dating show coming out?
She does.
Who?
Okay. Lisa Ray.
I think she on her second King.
Well, we'll see. Well, good luck to Roger. We hope you find a good man.
But she said he's not in America. So now, what do y'all think about that?
Go to Ghana or somewhere.
Honey, listen, she got the money to travel. She can go and go over to Zimbabwe or Ghana or any of the African countries.
Well, Ghana to be a passport, sis. Do it.
Or call Eve and ask for a hookup with one of her husband friends.
No, we want her to keep it melanated.
I don't even think Taraji is interested in non-melanated Dak.
Billionaire. She might be.
Huh.
And the Euros are a little different too, so maybe he could be like.
I keep hearing that.
European or something.
Yeah, I keep hearing that.
The Euros are a little different.
A little Monaco-ish, somebody who got a little kink in their hair, maybe a little straight to Gibraltar, people that got a little dash of a little Moorish, get a country that was conquered by the Moors. You'll find a little bit of a little spot of melanin.
Hey, Miss Whitaker.
Keep it black, huh?
Yeah, keep it black. That's me. Keep it black.
All right, you guys. Well, good luck to Roger. We hope you find a good king or queen, whatever whatever tickles your pickle. So hang in there. You'll be good, girl. You'll be all right. All right. So the haters won. Is what he says. Isaiah Washington announced he had retired from the entertainment industry earlier this week, but former Grey's Anatomy actor will go back on his retirement announcement if fans donate enough money to fund a new movie project. Washington had previously claimed that he was quitting the industry as he insisted the haters had won. But after seeing the incredible positive response to his initial post on Twitter, he has changed his outlook. It became clear that I have been operating outside of the traditional Hollywood system successfully for the last 15 years. He wrote in a lengthy Twitter post, quote, "So why stop now with over 5 million views and counting with my February 28th, 2023 Twitter post?" Thoughts?
Well, he said if he gets $5 million, then he'll produce the movie that he's working on.
Well, he also goes on. So apparently, Washington had been accused of using a homophobic slur in reference to co-star T.R. Knight, who later came out as gay on the set of Grey's Anatomy when arguing with Patrick Dempsey. He later denied using the term as a slur and claimed that he instead told Dempsey to stop treating him like an F word, which he said meant somebody who is being weak and afraid to fight back.
And because when it first came out, I said that's how black people talk. I was like, but I knew the non-melon.
No, that's not how black people talk. That's how.
No. It is a certain black people do talk like that.
We're not a monolith.
I didn't say all. I didn't say all.
You said that's how black people talk.
And most straight men do talk like that. So I knew what he meant when he said. I knew he didn't mean it as a derogatory term.
I don't know how to take that as nothing but a derogatory.
That's what I said.
Okay, okay.
Because regardless, because at the end of the day, let's go with his frame of thought. He said that he was talking about, what did he say? Let me look at the damn thing.
He meant it as
he said that somebody who was being weak. He said that somebody who was being weak and afraid to fight back. So, right. but oftentimes everybody knows he is grown enough to know that word is associated with homosexual men. Okay, and or the LGBTQI community. So he knows that. So if that is how you view that word, and you know it's associated with that, and you chose to use it anyway, that's on you. You're not stupid, sir. You know you're an actor, so you have to memorize entire scripts. You know what you're saying. You have to think before you speak as an actor. Okay, so
that happened almost 20 years ago. How long y'all gonna hold this over this man's head?
Okay.
I don't think they should hold it over his head, but I don't think he should be GoFunding his own career with people. That was on him.
I mean, I'm not going to donate.
I feel like, we definitely should be GoFunding. We should career. He probably got more money than all of us put together. So that's number one. Why you taking money from regular working people? But I also agree with you. You know, I agree with you often. I know that all Black people are not the same, but there are a lot of people that toss that word around, and even though the meaning of it, they don't use it like that. They say it's a lot of Black men, and I check people. I'm like, okay, why did you say that word? Why? It's like, I mean, I wasn't talking about nobody that's gay. I feel you. I'm not saying it's right.
He in the industry. I feel like
I've had to correct. I've had to correct people. But if I said I knew he didn't mean it as that, but I've had to correct people, straight men who do the same thing.
All I'm saying, well, first of all, I personally don't agree with his political views, because he is he's a self-proclaimed Republican, and so I personally don't agree with his political views, and I think a lot of that has to do with why he has such backlash and such vitriol on the internet when it comes to his social media presence, and also his presence on Grey's Anatomy itself. The cast was not. They didn't mesh with him, is what they said. But you know, that's here nor there. I personally, I'm not donating to you, girl. I'm sorry. Good luck. I wish you the best, because I want all of us to succeed, whether we, have different political views or not. Good luck. Bye-bye.
You really hold that against him because he's a Republican? I'm just asking.
Gowns, beautiful gowns.
There it is, Fallon. There it is. Vaughn says, just like saying "Hey B," it does not mean you are.
It does mean you are one. It does mean. I think she meant it doesn't mean.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
it doesn't. All right.
Sure.
Well, a lot of women.
But I mean, let's be real. People choose what they choose.
Oh, Kristin, your internet girl.
It's
Can you get on your phone or something?
Y'all Uncle Joe is messing with y'all internet.
Yeah, this is she a DC child. They probably try to cut her information off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all thought it was the Texas internet. It's DC acting.
Oh, honey, don't start, because you were on it. You were clickety clacking and matrixing too, honey.
But now Fallon is crystal clear.
Right
now, I am.
Yeah, because you got on her phone.
Oh.
Yeah, see if you can get on your phone, Kristin, because you frozen. All right, praise God. All right,
but Isaiah Washington. Isaiah Washington. I think I like Isaiah Washington. He's in my absolute favorite movie, Love Story.
So I actually like him. I liked him in Grey's Anatomy. I thought I think he's a great actor. I really do. I do. I think he's a good actor.
I liked him in that. I liked him in Blackbird. What else?
I forgot about Blackbird. Wow.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't think he meant it as an insult. He played in that movie. Well, I don't mean that acting, but I don't know.
Yeah, okay. All right, so let's move on. All right, so Norman before lockup.
Yeah.
So as we reported, Norman was convicted of murder for hire, conspiracy to commit murder for hire, and conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud. Prosecutors said he tried cashing a life insurance policy on Andre Worth. Let's see. Hold on. Are you? Oh, you good now, sis?
I hopped on my phone.
Praise God! Look at God. Won't he do it?
It's better.
And you're clear. It is, yeah.
So clear. Like, let me go ahead and read this over again. As we reported, Norman was convicted of murder for hire, conspiracy to commit murder for hire, and conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud. Prosecutors said he tried cashing a life insurance policy on Andre worth $450K after working with a woman named Tarika Ellis to pull off the killing. FYI, Ellis was charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire and has pled guilty, getting sentenced in January to 3 years behind bars. He pled guilty? James Tim Norman, star of the reality series Welcome to Sweetie Pies, has been sentenced to life in prison for his murder for hire plot against his nephew. This is crazy.
But then he made this big, it was funny because earlier in the week he made this big plea how he's being framed. He didn't do this.
But he pled guilty.
Yeah. And then he wrote a letter to the judge, and his lawyer had, I think they told him don't do it or whatever, but the letter got to the judge. So, but they didn't get to read it in court. But my thing is,
but you pled guilty.
But yeah, he did. But my thing is now, Miss Robbie. I wonder does she feel guilty? She should.
She should.
She absolutely should.
She should.
I feel sorry for her.
I don't.
Because
watching it when it happened.
It's her fault.
That
boy went home. That boy went home to Texas, and she called him, telling him somebody stole my money. It's supposed to be you. Tim said it's you. He said it's not me. So she said the only way he could prove it is if he come back there. He told her. He said Tim is after me. I can't come back there. But because he loved his grandmother, he went back. So now I don't feel sorry for her. Ma'am, it's your fault.
I didn't know that. I only watched it on the show when it happened, when she was going through and like, oh, this is where my baby died. Like, I didn't know all that.
Right. And she got to the court and she tried to plead to it because she told the judge, I lost one son to murder in the streets and now I'm losing this son. Trying to plead his case because he was asking to get 20 years only or whatever. Child.
St. James says they are going to wear his hits out in prison.
And is.
Listen, he is already in the cell with Bubba.
I feel sad for is his one son, that son that he had. That's about it.
Poor little boy.
Now, I didn't follow this case, so I only heard about it through Kyrie. So I'm happy that Kristin and Fallon are on to because I can't contribute to this. Good luck, girl.
But hold on, remember also, Jen had been trying to tell us that he was crazy a long time ago, and people dismissed her claims.
Jennifer Williams dodged the bullet, but he kept saying he came back and said she was a stalker, and of course you have people believing him because black women. I hate y'all get such a bad rap, but yeah.
But who in jail, Jen or him?
Exactly. The Jennifer dodged the bullet, even though I'm not a big fan of Jennifer either. But
I just feel the little boy.
She dodged a big bullet, and look at this dummy. And I'm like, Miss Robbie, you're pleading his case, and it came out that he was conspiring to kill you as well. Because after he got finished with Andre, he was coming for you.
I didn't know that.
So
that money.
Good luck, Norman. Don't drop the soap. Okay, so we want to let you know, Fallon does have to. Fallon is an attorney. For those who do not know, she is one of my favorite people on earth, and she out there. She got to go save the world. Okay, she got.
Amen.
She not only is a black woman, that's saving the world because women without black women, this world would not survive. Okay, praise God. But also, she is out there doing the work, saving lives and keeping knuckleheads out of jail. Praise God. But. But she does have to go, so we want to just give her an opportunity and give you guys an opportunity to talk a little bit about You Better Than Me and before Fallon goes. Kristin is going to stay on with us and continue on because we got this next topic. Go ahead, Fallon.
So I hope y'all have got caught up on seasons 1 and 2, because when we come back from this little spring bling that we're going on, the topics are going to be coming, the shows are going to be coming, and we are really going to be getting a little bit more interactive with the listeners. So I'm excited for what's to come.
Yes.
And I know Kristin is excited. We got a lot of stuff that we're doing outside the studio too going on. So I'm just excited to like give everybody the behind the scenes on what we have individually been doing. So I'm excited and looking forward to it. And you know you better than me.
Yes.
Okay. Now you guys gonna do something outside this studio, like have a live show somewhere?
That we've been talking about it, and we trying to see what if Spirit gonna fly her out to Houston or if Spirit gonna get me to DC. But that is definitely something that we have discussed and want to make happen.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to come to that. Okay.
Yes. All right, you guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and Fallon is going to leave us. We're going to still have Kristin with us to kind of continue to talk about the crap that is going on, because we got some more power pack stuff going on. So stay tuned. Fallon, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Fallon.
We love you, and we'll talk to you guys later. Stay on this. We'll be right back. And we're back by popular demand. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. We got a lot going on this power pack today. All right, you guys. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Fallon Hamilton. Vaughn, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. If you're just tuning in, she was on earlier, and we want to thank her. And she is one half of the You Better Than Me podcast, but we still have the illustrious, the gorgeous, the amazing Kristin Askew. Yes. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and talk about this. So, Sadora the Explorer. Child, this has been all over Black Twitter. This has been all over the blogs this week.
This is even People Magazine.
Everywhere. La-da-da-da, everybody. Okay, has been on this particular thing. So it's over between Drew Sidora and Ralph Pittman, excuse me. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star filed for a divorce from her husband Monday after nearly 9 years of marriage. TMZ reported that Sidora, 37, submitted her petition at 1:10 p.m., beating Pittman 40 to the Gwinnett County Courthouse in Georgia by 61 minutes. Pittman's own documents were stamped at 2:11 p.m., signaling that the divorce is already contentious. So, in fact, the estranged couple can't even agree on when they separated. Sidora listed February 23rd, while Pittman said February 19th. Both parties did, however, concede that their union is irretrievably broken. According to the outlet, with the Bravo celebrity adding that she, quote, reserves the right to add additional ground for divorce, end quote, if the pair cannot amicably reach a settlement.
But what does he do?
I don't know what he does.
I don't know. You know what this was, in my opinion? Because I know someone that knows him. I can't remember who it is, but it's someone that I know that knows him, I guess from North Carolina or something like that. Oh, I know who it is. Anyways, I feel like this was a classic case of Drew Sidora, a beautiful woman, a celebrity, maybe not A-list, but a celebrity. He sees her, boy meets girl, and boom, but you're doing this for your own thing so you can get on. And I feel like the show just brought more to him, like, oh, look at me. And I feel like he just kind of, in my opinion, I feel like he kind of used her. Because I mean, even
I believe that
with the child writing the book about being a step parent and all this, and it's just like, why do all this?
Well, let's take a look at this video to give us a further in depth on what's going on from our friends over at TMZ.
Roommates, some of you may be aware that news recently broke of Real Housewives of Atlanta star Drew Sidor and her husband Ralph Pittman deciding to get a divorce. However, the news of their divorce only seems to be the tip of the iceberg. Apparently, there's much more to the story, including accusations of cheating and abuse. Here's all the info we have on the situation so far, so you know. According to initial reports from TMZ, Ralph Pittman filed for divorce from his wife Drew Sidor on February 27th. However, updated reports show that Drew beat Ralph to the punch by filing for divorce just 61 minutes before his documents were processed. Drew Sidor and Ralph Pittman tied the knot in 2014 and were married for 9 years. They also shared 2 children together. Fans couldn't help but speculate around the reasonings for the couple's divorce, given the fact that Drew confessed to concerns about her husband texting other women during an episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. One fan tweeted, "Ralph Pittman was definitely cheating on Drew Sidor in Tampa." Another fan commented, "Baby, we parade for Drew Sidor so hard. I've never been so happy about a divorce before. Oh my God." However, fans may not have to speculate for much longer since updated information has since been revealed behind Drew's reasoning for seeking divorce. According to additional reports by TMZ, Drew accused Ralph of cheating on her with multiple women throughout their marriage, as well as abusive behavior. According to a quote from Drew's divorce filing, she stated that she could not stand his continued blatant disrespect and mental abuse any longer. She also claimed some of the women he allegedly cheated on her with went as far as sending her screenshots of their sex with Ralph. Drew even detailed a situation where Ralph allegedly had gotten physical with her and grabbed her phone out of her hand, causing her to fall to the floor. He allegedly told her the phone belongs to him since he pays the bill. She went on to reveal that she's considered leaving Atlanta with their children and heading to Chicago where she would feel safe. Ralph has yet to publicly respond to Drew's claims, but something tells us it won't be long before this story unfolds even more. What do you think, roomies? Do you think things are going to calm down for Drew soon, or could there be even more to this messy situation? Roommates, thanks for watching TSR's So You Know of the Week. Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to follow. Keep watching So You Know.
All right, so I made a mistake. They're actually not TMZ. It was from the Shade Room. Our friends over at the Shade Room. So,
but she actually... And I'm like, but that's my question for the women who did it. How do you send a video of you messing around with this woman's husband to the woman? What are you trying to accomplish?
I don't know. Like, that's the dumbest thing. That falls right in the line of going to somebody else's house, sleeping with them when you already sleeping with them. You know they got somebody. It's just, yeah.
Right. Well, what was your motive? What was your motivation? But like I said on TikTok, he is like the rare coin in the bottom of the ocean. He is a man that lives in Atlanta, Georgia, that likes vagina. So yes, they don't care about him being married or with kids. They're gonna get it.
Here's the thing: he doesn't care about him being married with kids.
Oh, he does absolutely not.
I feel like sometimes your man can be your biggest hater, and I feel like this is the case because what other jobs has she worked since she been with him? I'm just saying, like,
she has been acting outside of the housewife. She has had acting gigs.
Okay, name one is what I'm saying.
Is she on the new installment of The Game?
I thought so.
She on the new installment?
I thought so. I'll look it up.
Okay,
but she had because she had the movie on the All Black Network. I know she's done a couple of things.
Again, I feel like in this case, her man was her biggest hater. I feel like
absolutely, I agree.
I feel like she'll be thriving, and I like Drew, but I do feel like, and I was just thinking about telling one of my friends that's been married for a while, like I like when she posts things about her and her husband being in a happy relationship because we don't see that often. But I feel like women stay in these relationships for the sake of saying I'm married.
Yeah, because you have women, because you have older women in their ear. Just stay. He just being a man. Just stay.
Wait, so just Dominic say Ralph has the money. Where from?
Oh, wait a minute, y'all missed it. Oh, okay. What does he do? Just Dominic. Ralph has the money. Okay, what do he do?
Yeah, what money does he have?
Let me look up Ralph Pittman real quick.
Wait
a minute. I don't remember Ralph.
Because I did. Now I started asking, what does he do when Drew said, well, his assistant did. I mean, what he need an assistant for?
All right. Let's see. RALPH. Pittman.
Pittman.
Oh, he's a business consultant. That's what the internet says.
He's a what?
He's a business consultant. He's actually worth $2 million.
$2 million. Okay.
Oh, is he? Oh, hey, Ralph.
Hey, Ralph, how you doing? I didn't mean anything I said.
Right. Since you're single now, hey.
After you got a little coin. My bad.
Right. I didn't know, Ralph. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Wait, did you see how much Drew was worth? Because, I mean, since he said he paid the phone bill.
How much Drew worth?
I know she can make enough to pay the phone bill.
Yeah. So
I paid the phone bill. Worth is 1.5 billion.
Okay. So it's just a half a step.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, as of 2023, she's worth 4 million.
Oh, whoa. Mm-hmm. So she is the breadwinner.
Yeah.
That's because of Bravo, though. But still.
Yeah.
She's the breadwinner.
That's a cute little coin. It
is. Hey, Drew.
And she lives in Atlanta, so she's not she's not having a lot of expenses. You know, the house in Atlanta.
She's beautiful. I mean, girl,
she is.
Second chance. Get your kids.
I really like Drew. I do. I really like Drew.
He's gorgeous. But good luck, girl.
But Ralph, you just ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Anybody that say they take a vacation by themselves, I know somebody. I ain't gonna put all my business on here. I do
that whole story.
But anybody that say they're taking a vacation by themselves, you need to just side eye real quick because something else is going on.
And then when he said, well, they had an argument, he got mad and left for 3 to 5 days because you mad. And then when asked, well, where were you? Why?
What do you mean? Why?
Right? Why?
And why couldn't you explain where you were? Like, I was in Florida. Why
you couldn't answer your phone? Well, then they had an argument. So that's why I said you just picked this random city, just Tampa. I'm just gonna go to Tampa. Who in Tampa, Ralph?
Becky with the good hair.
And people keep saying that.
Or Paul. Anyway, let's move on.
People keep saying it is a Becky with the good hair.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's just it. Allegedly, they're saying, I don't know.
Or Paul. Anyway, so let's go ahead.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Good luck, y'all. We hope that because this is already getting messy. This is gonna be a very ugly divorce.
Yeah.
This is not.
Anytime you're trying to beat somebody to the courthouse, you know it's messy. I beat him.
No.
Yeah. But baby, this gonna be some good talking for the new season.
Hello. We'll see. We'll see. When is Real Housewives of Atlanta come back on?
I don't know.
Are they slated yet? What's the next rotation? I
didn't watch last season, so I don't know.
It'll probably come back on in the fall, but I think they're filming.
No, Potomac's filming right now.
Are they?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
They refilm because they got a lot to talk about. All right. Speaking of Potomac, not today, Satan. Not today, Neck. So this pissed me off. But anyway, Real Housewives of Potomac star. Why did they say he's the star? Michael Darby is taking Candace Dillard Bassett to court for defamation after she claimed he offered up cash to have sexual relations with another man. According to legal docs obtained by TMZ, Ashley Darby's hubby is suing Candace over comments she made during the latest season of the reality series, where she didn't hold back during one of her many arguments with Ashley. On the show, Candace tells Ashley, your husband likes to leave you and go to a man named Censored house and suck his dack. She never...
But he's suing Candace.
Wait, hold on, I gotta finish it. She never says who the guy is, but Candace later claimed Michael paid for sex. Michael's calling BS on all of it, adding he sent her a cease and desist earlier this year regarding her comments, but claims she has yet to retract any of her allegations. He wants $2 million in damages to make things right.
Good luck, girl.
No, you're lying.
Good luck, girl. But no, where did he think Candace got the information from?
I don't know, but fans of the show know Candace and the Darbys have had long-standing beef, with her calling Michael and Ashley out numerous times. Looks like the latest incident took things too far, though, at least according to Michael.
She got the information from Ashley because Ashley be talking to them. But it's been proven that he does have a Grindr account. I don't know if
it's probably not going to be hard to find that information that she said.
Yeah.
I feel like she
allegedly
she could probably just find that real easy.
Well, let's check out the scene that they're talking about.
First of all, I didn't watch the season because I just didn't, because I was trying to work on that cable bill. But anywho, didn't watch this, but I may go back and watch it. I feel like him.
Oh, girl, just get the Peacock app. You'll be fine.
I have it. I didn't even know it was on there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so anyhow, I feel like him taking her to court will also mean that they will probably subpoena the guy that she mentioned, and that means he'll have to prove it. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like if that's really the case, well, he out here, slanging and whatever, then
but he ain't slanging.
He ain't slanging. He's slopping.
Allegedly,
it's
slanging in his face. Allegedly.
We already kind of know this about this man. Like, be who you are. And I just feel like after additional things that I've read up on Michael Darby, like, I don't even want to talk about him. Like the things that he's done in Africa, like, trash.
Right, and he owns a lot of
exactly.
Yeah.
So okay, for me, this is a sidebar. Have you guys looked like this picture in particular? I want you to look at this picture in particular, and let's take out Candace's beautiful face for a second and just focus in on Michael Darby.
It's giving crazy.
He look crazy.
It's giving White Walker. That's what it's giving. I mean, look at it. Am I? Is it me?
It's giving Massa Michael at this plantation.
I don't know.
Right.
You guys.
Candace called him that too. She said something about him being on the plantation too.
Because he owns a whole lot of stuff over in
right.
Now listen. Now listen. Candace has a mouth.
She does.
She has a mouth. Now, but what I won't do is I'm not going to sit here and cape for any white man to go after any black queen, especially for $2 million on something. You were caught. You were all over the blogs, being caught in a room allegedly with some other with some man.
Mine was he didn't sue the blogs.
You didn't sue the blogs
too. I mean, some stuff is not allegedly. Some stuff is they rewound that camera. We saw you do it, sir. Like, so why are you trying to come after Candace? Like, I don't like any of that. But one thing that people forget is Candace she's not just a reality show girl. She is educated. She's worked on the Obama administration. And I feel like what she said, she probably already did her due diligence before even saying it. That's why she said she's been holding it.
Right. I've been holding on this for a long time.
Right. She holding that Trump card in her back pocket.
Yeah, she probably got a screenshot on her phone right now.
Probably do. That's why she has people have TMZ, Page 6, all of them have reached out for comment, and she has not responded. But I tell you one thing: if he don't want it, because I feel like this is gonna make it worse for him.
It is, but he's gonna have a tough time proving it.
I did not know until you guys just told me that he owned the stuff that he has got going on over in Africa.
Well, it always started with your girl trying to renew that prenup and not get anything, and people was just like, how many businesses he owns, like even the ones in Africa. Like, I mean, this was not a come up for her. It should have been, and she ain't came up.
I'm like, God, how you not getting anything? And he gave you 2 children.
2 little gremlins.
She dumb as hell. Well, she's definitely gonna get child support. That's just not. That's obvious.
Well, I don't know.
And she don't work nowhere. And that little restaurant, that thing flopped a long time ago. And it wasn't hers either, so it doesn't even matter.
Oh, wow. Well, damn.
I mean, she didn't secure the bag in any type of way. You let this man allegedly be with other men, maybe even women, we don't know, and you didn't get nothing for yourself. Like, how dumb could you get? Like they said, the only thing she did was allegedly take her mama out that tent on 95. That's it. Allegedly.
Well,
he gives you massive vibes. Look at that.
He gonna kick Ashley out of her house. And Meet the Whitaker says it's giving Hellraiser.
It is.
Yeah, he's looking. I've never seen it for Michael Darby, especially when he was coming up on what's his name? Robin's husband.
Vaughn.
Oh, he want one, baby.
He want one. I mean, I get it.
I don't care what nobody say. He know what wine tastes like. I don't care what nobody say. Allegedly, sorry, but that's just my opinion.
I believe it.
I don't think it's hard to know what one tastes like.
For anybody, right?
I feel like that's community D. I feel like it is, but hey, if you got it, spread it. Anyway, I don't know what to say. Anything else on my end? Good luck, Candace. We got you back. We hope things work out for you.
Yes.
And I hope what you throw out there, Michael Darby, what you do, it's gonna come back on you.
I bet it's gonna boomerang.
It's gonna boomerang hard. Okay, with a little bit of inertia. Okay, so watch it. Anywho, Black Excellence time, y'all. It's time for Black Excellence, and I saw this article. This young man, his name is Jason Arde. Guys, such a beautiful story. Just go ahead and take a look. Just watch.
And now to an inspiring story out of the UK. As a child, Jason Arde had the odds stacked against him. He was diagnosed with a developmental disorder and autism spectrum disorder at an early age. He could not speak until the age of 11, and he couldn't read or write until he was 18. But that did not stop him from following his dream of becoming a professor. And now the 37-year-old has achieved what was once seemingly impossible. Arde recently joined the faculty at the University of Cambridge, making him the youngest Black professor on campus. And he joins us now, Jason Arde, a professor in sociology of education at Cambridge University's Faculty of Education. First off, Jason, congratulations. You are clearly just like an image of resilience, so we're so glad to have you on with us. Tell us first a bit about the challenges you faced and how you overcame them.
Firstly, thank you so much for having me here. I'm so grateful, tremendously grateful. In terms of the challenges, I mean, it depends how one looks at them. I feel that I was very fortunate actually to not be able to speak because it allowed me to observe the world in a completely different way, which is in some ways shaped the individual I've become in terms of my worldview. And I guess the obvious challenges were not being able to speak and obviously not being able to read and write until the age of 18. But I think that a lot of these things are things are sent to try us. And I was very fortunate that I had a fantastic mother who supported me and really nurtured any kind of talent I had. And then I had fantastic mentors who really supported my growth and development. And if not for them, I don't think I would be sat here talking to your good self now.
Shout out to this king that has overcome the odds. I mean, God, what a story. That is amazing. You did not speak
until he was 11.
Until he was 11, and then did not know how to read until you were 18. That is amazing. And then now you are one of the professors of the youngest professor at Cambridge, which is one of the biggest colleges in the world, actually, and I know definitely in the UK. So that's awesome. I just think that that's an amazing story, and we need to always look at our circumstances as just circumstances and not shackles. So I think this is just a phenomenal story. And what do you guys think about it?
I love it.
Yes,
I love to see us thrive. I love to see us overcome our obstacles. What you call them? Circumstances. Yeah.
I think it's definitely amazing, and I'm happy that he spoke out about it because there are other people, with autism, and it just gives people hope that this is just a chapter in your story, but it's not the entire book.
Yes, for sure. All right, did we miss anything? Is there anything else that we need to talk about as far as what's going on?
I feel like there was something. Let me go back through my TikTok experience.
Okay. If anything pops up, go ahead and pop it up throughout. We're going to move on to what's on the screen. When I saw this, I actually came across this on this movie. It's called Brother. It's coming out in I think March 23rd. But Brother is the story of, and I found this out on TikTok, as I typically do. Thank you.
But when does it come into America?
I did. Thanks a lot, Kristin. So, Kristin actually is the one that made me want to go back into TikTok. And I had a TikTok account, but I never really messed with it and fooled with it until Kristin told me get into TikTok, girl. So, but Brother is the story of Francis and Michael, sons of Caribbean immigrants maturing into young men amidst Toronto's pulsing 1990s hip hop scene. A mystery unfolds when escalating tensions set off a series of events which changes the course of the brothers' lives forever. Elevation Pictures will release Brother in Canadian theaters starting March 17, 2023. No U.S. release date is set yet. But go ahead and check out this trailer.
You watch me. Follow my every move.
Michael. I'm Aisha. I know your brother, Francis. Everyone knows him.
Where you going?
Just gonna meet some friends.
I don't want you running the street with no hooligans. You hear me, Francis? Take your brother with you. Where you going?
Just gonna meet some friends.
I don't want you running the street with no hooligans. You hear me, Francis? Take your brother with you.
Hey, don't make anybody disrespect you.
Michael, you still can't accept it. It's been 10 years.
Francis. Francis. Please help me reach him.
You going to tell me where you're going?
Let go! No matter how poor you are, you can always show the world you're not a nobody. You never know when your break's coming.
So that is going. I am looking forward to seeing. I actually want to see that, so I can't wait today if they release it in U.S.
How we gonna see it now? You done got us hyped up.
But it's gonna be released.
I think the good thing is we could read the book because I'm sure the film adaptation is gonna leave out a lot of things. So now I'm
it says based off of David Cariandi's best-selling novel. So I'm definitely gonna read the book because I want to see what's going on, or listen to the book rather. Probably listen to it on Audible.
I feel like some of these trailers just give away too much, in my opinion. Like, leave something to my imagination.
I don't think it gave too much out. First of all, this man this man on the right. Ooh.
It's gonna be something. Yeah.
The whole script right now.
Because aren't you a writer?
Well, I don't write that, but I do. Right, I do believe that.
Because sometimes I can guess.
I feel like it's too much. I mean, we already know Francis is gonna be gone for 10 years. He been gone, and Mama been sad in her room. And I guess he get a little bit of energy. Then they go. Let me stop.
You're ridiculous. Well, check out Brother. So I'm looking forward to seeing that, or even at least reading the book. I definitely want to check it out. But I always want to support films with us in there, and that I don't know that didn't get me all high about it.
Oh Lord,
it was fine. Has he acted in anything else before?
I don't know, but I'm
now the people in the comment section on TikTok were talking about the one on the left.
The one on the left, like Michael Jordan, too much. I don't know.
Yeah, they're talking about him. I don't remember seeing him in anything, but they was going Goo Gaga.
He doesn't meet my weight test.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, he's a little too skinny for me. But that one on the right, whew.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I know a hot topic that I know it's not really a black hot topic, but it's been popping up everywhere. Like if you got a TikTok, it's been on your feed.
What?
We're gonna talk about the Bieber wife situation.
Halle Bieber. Y'all ain't heard about that? Because it's been popping.
I know, but I heard about his health or something. Justin Bieber's health. But
I didn't hear about his health, but the Halle Bieber thing that's been popping up is she's been doing every single thing that what's the ex-girlfriend Selena
Gomez.
Selena Gomez has been doing, like almost word for word. Like Selena Gomez invites her grandmother on the show. Then Hailey Bieber has a cooking show. I'm gonna say allegedly just in case. She has a cooking show. She invites her grandmother on the show. The girl gets like a tattoo. Selena Gomez. Hailey Bieber gets the same tattoo. It's an initial. Yeah. So like TikTok is really running down like all of the similarities.
I gotta look it up.
And you know that Selena Gomez is over there in her unbothered life, just living her life like. And then here comes Hailey Bieber with her best friend. You know who her best friend is? Allegedly, y'all. Let me put allegedly out this because you know she one of them Jenners. So yeah, giving me.
I didn't know that. I wouldn't know.
She already lost points for me now.
I wouldn't know who the Bieber woman is if she came and walked in front of me. But that just tells me that Justin is still in love with Selena.
Exactly. And then you know he broke up with her. He got with that girl and just married her so quick. Like it was too quick actually. So
but you know, a lot of men always do. They regret the ones that they leave their wife or woman for.
Get out my deep.
I don't care about none of these snow crickets.
But I figured that's why you didn't talk about it. But I was just bringing it up because it has been heavy.
But that's interesting though. That's interesting.
Brown girl, so you know.
They know, that even Kwame is just black all day. I am too, but every once in a while I'll veer off.
I typically don't veer off either, but because it had been popping up and it took a black woman to explain what was going on TikTok, I was like, oh, okay. And then I looked into it.
Can we talk about one thing though that happened a couple of days ago that I don't think we put in the power pack? What? Shaka Khan.
Yes. Shaka went in.
She went in on Mary, Mariah. She let all the girls have it.
But she didn't really go in on Mary, but Mariah, absolutely.
She went in.
but look at Mary J. She didn't lie. Mary sang that song flat.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Mary sang that song flat. Sweet thing. Yeah, it was the truth.
Listen, I love me some Shaka Khan. I do. I think
she may have sung it flat, but Mary's rendition is still a classic, just like the same as Shaka Khan's. I feel like even more, in my opinion. And
even more.
I wouldn't say even more. What is going on? I wouldn't say even more.
I would say even more because I feel like these new school kids, they don't know nobody. Now, if they know somebody, they know Mary J before they know Shaka Khan.
Absolutely.
That's all.
Absolutely. But okay. I don't want to say more, but okay.
It's at the shade, Robo. Yes. But here's my thing. This is what I have a problem with when people talk about Shaka Khan. There is this expectation when we have our, our more mature queens and some of our legends that they're supposed to be this refined type of, a demure type person. Shaka is very real. She has lived a very hard, rough, tough life in these Hollywood streets, okay? In these streets, okay? So she has a decorum that is just very real and raw. And oftentimes people don't know how to take that. And so it frustrates me when I see in the comments people saying, oh, well, she doesn't need to talk like that. Don't police how she talks. This is how she is. Either accept her or not.
Right.
She cuss out a hoe, she gonna cuss out a hoe.
She's straight up Southside Chicago. All day.
That gospel song at Aretha Franklin funeral, and I was done with it then. That's all I'm gonna say. I was done then.
So I only had a problem when she went to Aretha Franklin's funeral and had her the lyrics on the damn fan. I said, Shaka, ma'am.
Well, she didn't know the song.
She should have been asking. Hey, she should have sung some. Maybe she should have sung Sweet Things since she know how to carry it, and she lacked.
Y'all are not about to sit here and do Shaka.
I'm not. No, I love me some Shaka Khan. Don't get me wrong. But come on now.
God, I'm going to do the queen. Do the queen.
But she did. She clearly is a beehiver because she gave Beyonce she gave Beyonce some raving reviews, and that means a lot coming from this show.
But speaking of Shaka, did y'all see y'all girl CeCe Winans? I'm Every Woman. It's a demonic song. Oh.
Who said that? Oh, she
CeCe Winans. Yeah, she said she turned down. Now, this is what I think. So she turned down an opportunity to be in the video with Whitney because the song is demonic. Because the song says,
she said the song is demonic. Okay.
So, but she talks about, she said, I would never sing no lyrics. I'm like, well, ma'am, no one asked you to sing. It was just appearing in the video to showcase every woman. And Whitney wanted her friends to be there.
First of all, CeCe Winans, you don't need to be talking about nobody. Okay? Because the streets have been talking about you, ma'am. You don't need to be talking about.
Tell me
nobody.
I
will. I'll text you and Kyrie.
But listen, here's the thing. I feel like, again, and this is where we ain't talking about this overall, but this is where discernment needs to come into play about people, things, choices, music, everything. Because I feel like for one song, that's an uplifting song. I don't really see where you would get.
Well, she said because in the lyrics it says, I can cast a spell. Secrets you can't tell. That's witchcraft. It's a sermon. I put it on TikTok. Or I think I put it on TikTok. But yeah, it's a sermon.
But you know how many things that's in the Bible that could be considered witchcraft? Like,
baby, listen, we ain't gonna talk about
you
that.
raise somebody up from the dead. You know what I'm saying?
My point, because I think the issue is not the fact that we're litigating the Bible. The issue is that there's people out here that think that they know what the hell they're talking about, and they sing here to want to get clout on social media and using Jesus' name and his good word as the way to get it, and that's what frustrates me. CeCe, sit the hell down.
So you last time
that you did a song.
Also, you were singing love songs with your brother.
But those are gospel songs.
Okay.
And let's not talk about her brother.
Let's not, because that is.
Let's not talk about her brother, honey. Okay.
Please,
since you worried about witchcraft, honey. Let's not talk about who's shaking in these boots, honey. Okay, who's walking the streets, stomping the yards, honey. Let's not talk about that.
Well, I like BB. I just didn't like BB beating his wife's behind.
I don't have.
But I didn't like that.
I'm not a fan.
I like BB. I think BB has a great voice. I think he's cool.
You don't like BB, Kristin?
No,
vocally?
I don't.
Why don't you like BB?
Oh, really?
You know, when he was on that show, what was that show with Kirk Franklin or whatever?
Oh, Sunday's Best.
Yeah. It just really made me realize that I really don't like him. and I don't have a definite reason. I just don't. Every time he comes out, I change the channel. I change it. Now I like the older brother. Let the church say amen.
Marvin.
Yeah. Listen, he can sing me on to heaven, baby, but not no BB.
I like BB's voice better than Marvin, but Marvin need to tell the city of Detroit, where's that church at? You're collecting all this building fund money. Where the church?
Yeah, my church had a building fund. I know at least for 25 years. I ain't been there.
Everything on church had a building fund. Everybody had a building fund. We haven't seen the new windows since you asked for them. Yeah. 1967, girl.
Ain't a doorknob been put on the door.
Not a doorknob. Not a change of a toilet, honey. Not even some decor. Can we see a painting?
The building fund, and that's but the city called him out on that because like you've been collecting this money now for 20 years. With the church.
It's a building that's not made by man. He's sending up his timber.
Glory. Listen, I'm tired of Bishop Wooden. I'm tired of what's that girl with the wig, the Bob, the one that was called out, said don't go to the concerts. Prophetess
Tiffany Montgomery.
Her ass. Okay, I'm tired of her ass too. I'm tired. And CeCe, I actually like CeCe. I love her voice. I think her voice is stellar. I really do. Okay? But CeCe, sit down, girl. Nobody summoned you.
What was a sermon?
Sermon the hell up. I'm tired of these girls. Like, can we talk about the love of Jesus? Can we talk about the fruits of the Spirit?
Can we talk about grace, which is given to all of us? Because people starting to act like these Christians starting to act like grace is only for Christians. I don't like it. And that's the same thing that Tiffany did with Beyonce. You have people in your choir stand that get up every Sunday and you know they struggling with something.
And
I'm
tired of these damn conversations about celebrities. I'm tired of these damn conversations about, because you guys are so talking about we don't need to be a part of the world, but y'all talk about it so damn much. You talk about the world so damn much. You talk about secular stuff so damn much. You talk about this song and that song. You tell us not to listen to it, but you keep directing us to it. I don't understand.
But how would you know it if you wasn't listening to it? How would you know?
She's a former Beehiver. She's a former Beehive member.
You didn't have no problems doing all the single ladies, honey, and and all that stuff, but now all of a sudden you have an issue with this particular tour. I think you have an issue with this particular album. You have an issue with this particular situation because it was dedicated to the LGBTQ community, specifically the Black gays.
Is that a problem?
That's her problem. That's allegedly.
Okay.
That's what I think her problem is. And what's frustrating to me is that we're sitting here talking about all of the damn things about what everybody else is doing. Mind your business, girl. You want to talk about everything else, and not just Tiffany Montgomery. All these other girls out here, Wooten and CeCe Winings, all these other people that are sitting here constantly talking about what everybody else is doing, but most of these churches, these evangelical churches, are under fire. The Kojic church is under fire for sexual assault, allegedly, and all these different things.
So it ain't just the Kojic, all of them.
All of these damn churches are under fire, and nobody's talking about what's going on in their own damn house. So until you get your spiritual house together, shut up about everybody else's. Raggedy batches.
That's why you got to know them for yourself. You got to have your own personal relationship.
Okay?
I tell it all the time. I tell it all the time.
7 members watching your little virtual, and the 7 members that's watching your virtual church is in the congregation. They're the leadership. They're on the screen with you, girl. Nobody's watching you. Nobody wants to hear from you because you're full of crap. Stop. You want to talk about grace and you want to talk about all the stuff that you want for you, but you don't offer it to anybody else.
Well,
but here's the thing. I think people. That's why I keep saying discernment, because it is so easy. This is how people can fall into a cult. When you somebody that's hurting, heartbroken, or whatever, it's so easy to pick up on anything that people are dishing out. And the reason why I say this is because sometimes in the Black church, you put all this stuff, these things on the Black woman when the Black man is supposed to be the leader, right? He out here doing whatever he want to do, and then you got all these women conferences, everybody else sad and crying and all this, and I'm gonna stop doing this and I'm gonna stop doing that, and you don't have no accountability for some of these same men.
Accountability.
I just don't like it.
Say it, Kristin. Accountability, and that's the main issue.
It is what it is.
And throw the rocks. You want to throw stones, and when you got glass houses, honey, and we can see you, girl. We see what you doing. We got receipts, boo boo. But you want to sit here and do all the bullshit and use the pulpit as your social media.
But she said that's her past life. Again, even if it was her past life, God gave her grace, and that's the same grace that she should be extending to other people. That
I don't care if it was your past life, because you should have brought that up when you were talking crap about Beyonce's concert. Since you and I just want to let everybody know that I used to be a Beyonce fan. That would have made more sense. You waited until the Beehive dug up, and there's more to come. I'm sure there will be, because you messed with the Beehive. You kept running your mouth, and that's why the stuff came out for you. Don't sit there and throw rocks at other people and then expect not for them to throw boulders back at you, because it's gonna come back.
Well,
you won't break her soul, honey.
Well, well.
I'm just frustrated because I see these churches and the crap behind the stuff. This is why I'm very careful about, like I told you guys before in a couple other episodes, I'm very careful about who is like affiliated with Pyro Media Network, because this is supposed to be a safe space, and I'm not going to allow anybody who is going to be fake, who is going to sit there and pull out BS. Because oftentimes a lot of these people are using these pulpits as a way for them to vent their stuff out and what's going on with them. You always going through stuff, girl? You always going through stuff? You don't know the fruits of the Spirit?
Well, you don't
know God's promise?
To talk about Beyonce and other celebrities, that's gonna bring the crowd in. That's gonna bring the money in.
But then when somebody else is going through stuff, when the gays over here minding their gay ass business, and we over here doing them in our clubs,
now you don't get the money in.
You got a whole problem with us.
When all else fails,
nothing to you. While you over there slanging your deck all over the damn choir and sleeping with half of the damn congregation, you want to sit there and you want to talk about us and what we doing in our clubs.
Well, nobody has a problem with that because you're doing it. They're doing it with the opposite sex, so that's why nobody has a problem with Jamal Bryant.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about too. Did you see that video on TikTok? Allegedly, that he was also messing with Portia. He was Mr. Chocolate. I don't know if I can find that. No. Yeah, I can find it and send it to y'all.
That's who Mr. Chocolate is?
Yes.
Wait a minute, Chocolate. No, that's not Portia. That's
Phaedra. I gotta say Phaedra. If I said Portia, I'm gonna say Phaedra.
Oh, I was like Portia.
Yeah,
wait, Phaedra?
Phaedra.
No, I'm not even surprised. Allegedly. All of this is alleged. All of this is alleged.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but wow. So he's Mr. Chocolate. You know, that wouldn't surprise me.
Allegedly.
Because when I tell you that they read all up in between that, it was just like Giselle is the woman that outward appearance, like that's the model that fits. But like his choice is like totally opposite.
Yeah, because he's been with Tweet and what Faye? Interesting.
I'm gonna find that video and send it to y'all because I was just like, it's a guy in Atlanta, just a regular guy. He was like, I've been nosing since I was a child. I was like, yes, you are.
Ooh.
Yes.
Well, y'all.
Now that's some good tea.
Yeah, that is real good tea. We're gonna talk about that offline and on the kickback tonight. Kristin, you have to come through, Kristin. You got some tea, girl. I'm gonna have to keep. You're gonna have to be a recurring cast member of Pyro Power Hour, girl. You got some good tea. You got some good tea. I didn't know about that one. Ooh,
I watched the video.
Well,
that makes sense because they kept saying he was well known. Real Chocolate is well known.
She kept referring to herself. Somebody referred to her as First Lady.
Sure did.
Yes.
Oh my God, that makes sense.
Yes.
Ooh,
and then remember she went and got did she go to theology school or she did something?
She went to not seminary. She went to mortuary school. I think she did go to seminary for a minute.
She went to seminary. She went to get her license to do the weddings or something. I can't remember. It was something like that though.
Well, I am just happy that Phaedra Parks is providing people with.
Listen, I love Shady Faye though.
I don't like Phaedra. I'm not a big fan.
Oh, I do. You don't like Phaedra, but you don't like Phaedra.
But after what she did with Candy, and that be, I was like, I see you, girl.
Yeah, I did not. I didn't like that. But I'm still gonna say
of a church girl. She is the epitome of a church folk girl.
But I'm still gonna say she got that information from Carlos King.
Allegedly.
But that's what I say. I think that's who gave her the information.
I don't give a damn where she got the information from. You spread it. And you gave it to Portia.
They all assassinated each other's character. So I mean, I feel like we hold in one weight because it was drugs. Is that why we're doing it? I mean, because everybody knows Candy does not drink, though. Everybody knows she don't do this.
She don't do shit right.
No, everybody who watches the show knows that. But this was a broadcasting situation. There's people that may not watch it. Like, I don't watch some of the other housewife shows.
But
like,
I think they did that to her. I think they did that to Candy because she's good friends with Tiny and T.I. So it was good by association.
Together, yeah, you could loop that.
Yeah, I think it was good by association.
Especially that whole alleged sex slave type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Even though I heard about Tiny and T.I. back in 2011, but that's neither here nor there.
So
my ex used to, okay, yeah.
We're gonna talk offline. All right, you guys, we gotta go. Sorry, we're over time, but we're gonna thank you guys so much for joining. We are in Women's History Month, and we're so happy to have Kristin on, as well as Fallon, who's on in the first half of the show. And go ahead and check out and catch up on all of the You Better Than Me podcast episodes. This past season 2, it's been dope. They're getting ready to come out with season 3, so definitely check it out and stay tuned. You can go to www.pyromedianetwork.com to find out all that stuff and get all that information. Check them out, support them. These queens talk real stuff, and they are so relatable. They're amazing, and they're some of my closest people to my heart. So I love you both, and I'm so proud of you. And thank you, Kristin, for taking the time out to stay on with us while we're sitting here shooting the shit. All right. Any final words, Kristin, before you go?
No final words. Just check out the podcast, and thank you guys for having me on your show. I try to tune in as often as I can when work permits, but thank you so much for having me here.
All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. Kyrie, you got anything else before we go?
No, thank you all for supporting. Come back to Candid Conversation next week. We'll do more Black and Missing.
Yes, definitely. Yes, y'all check out last night's show if you haven't checked it out already. And if you are part of the Tide Squad, I know Mother is live right now, so go over and head over there to the official Tide support, and I'll see you guys over there in a bit because I have to go grab some breakfast and get ready for a shoot because we have a video shoot today. So I love you guys. Don't forget to tune in on Monday for that surprise, and we will see you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Stay blessed. We love you. Pyromaniacs, we are out.